probably noticed a little picture of a knot hanging out in different areas. So one thing that you can have is an on-demand locking stitch, whether you want it at the beginning or the ending of a pattern, just by engaging it. Now once you touch it, it will go ahead and lock, but then it turns itself off. So if you want to have it lock at the end, just go ahead and engage it, and it will stop at the end of the pattern with some extra locking stitches, and then it will stop for you. Then that way when you cut your threads and they pull to the back side, they're not going to come undone at the last stitch. And then I can take my scissors, trim that nice and close, and not have to worry about that coming loose. So you've noticed it in different places, like in the setup of the machine. You can go ahead and set up, for example, if you're sewing along with the not that one, the back, let's see here, the pattern end, you can have it stop at the end of the pattern by using this function here, and it can lock with a cluster of stitches, or it could lock with a variety of short little tiny stitches, kind of still moving forward, 4 stitches, 3 stitches, or even 5 or 6 stitches. So you depend, or you set it for the length that you'd want it to actually be. So for example, I have this set to actually do locking stitches now, a cut and a lift when I use that function. Let's do the same particular one. If I want to start off with a locking stitch, I can go ahead and do that. It kind of does it anyway, just by when you've used the cutter last. And then when I go ahead and press the pattern in, it'll finish the pattern I'm on. It will do the locking stitches, it'll cut the thread and lift the foot for me. So that is perfect. Oh, those are the little stitches coming forward. This is usually why I don't use those with decorative stitches. I really want it to lock right at the end of the stitch and not leave myself a little trail. Where that really comes in handy is more along the line of when I'm machine quilting. So I'm stitching along and I'm getting close to where I end it in the middle of a quilt, and I just need it to take short little tiny stitches so I don't have to come back later and like bury those threads. I can cut them completely off because nobody wants to try to take out 4 tiny little stitches. They will not come out, and they won't come out in the washings as well. So those are places where you will see the little knot, and different places where you can use it depending on the function it's associated with.